YouTube. So I had to come back and I had a very interesting conversation with uh, with a young lady about helping me with my business, helping me with my tours, helping me with my brand, helping me with my dinnerware. You know, uh, that's I told her. I mean, we got off the phone, and I said, "Wow, I'm overwhelmed. I've never. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just. I'm overwhelmed. I really am. And I can tell you this that God moved in mysterious ways. You know, when you think it's all for nothing, it's all for naught, then that's when God starts showing you that it's not. And you know, all I can say is, man, I'm overwhelmed. I really am. And the potential of this is, I mean, and this girl called herself the Olivia Pope of small business. So you know she can do some stuff. And everything good, man. I didn't get out in that wind today because it's just too windy. It's just too windy. And I got that big old sign and saying I don't want to get an enemy opening to hurt me with that sign. I mean, I could get a gust of wind where the stick break, and you know, and it could catch me, do something. So I would have to struggle too much with that sign to be out there. So I just said, man, let me come on back to the hotel. You know, I had enough money in my overdraft to pay for another night. So, you know, I just came and I said, hey, man, let me pay for another night and put another night on the books. That's what I did, and I get on here and go live. I said, I come in here and take my chances going live with YouTube. That's what I'll do. You know, I'll come in here and take my chances and go live with y'all rather than get out there, man, and get myself hurt or destroy my sign. You know, I'm talking about this wind got to be gusting almost probably 50 miles an hour. That's how bad it is out there. So, and because my sign is so wide, you know, that wind is gonna carry it, man. It's gonna carry it. Yeah. So I just said, let me just, you know, be wise and see out of desperation, cause y'all know I put the little $20, the last $20 I had yesterday, I put in my gas tank. And seeing out of desperation, I said, you know, I need some gas. See, I could have went down there and risked myself. You know, it's higher than that, man. That ain't 20 miles an hour. I've been in 20 miles an hour gusts. You know, that's 21 miles an hour. I'm talking about the gusts. It's just twice that, man. That gust is strong. That's the part that, that's the danger. When you get a strong gust to come through. See, that's what's gonna turn over some shit. That's what's gonna tear up some stuff. And I think this whole week is supposed to be windy. So, and I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Mama word, man. Saturday is my Sabbath, and God knows that's my Sabbath. And I'm telling you, I'm supposed to check out this hotel Friday. I'm gonna be in here come Saturday. I'm gonna be right here in this room Saturday. Watch. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here. That's where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be right here Saturday, man. I ain't going out. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And see, this is one of the things that, I be trying to reiterate to people that, man, all you got is your word. That's all you got. Be a person of your word. What's going on, Patty? Say what you mean. Mean what you say. Be a person of your word. Be a person of integrity. Be a person of character. I know you're not used to seeing all of that around you, but why don't you start being that? And maybe somebody else will try to emulate you. See, we never think about that because we see how quick it is for people to emulate something negative. And see, what people don't fully understand right now is because it is so dark, anything positive, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. Right now, right now, if you made a positive, rags to riches story, that thing go all the way around the world, man. That's how thirsty the world right now is for something positive. If you had a positive rags to riches story, that joint go all the way around the world. Because right now, and see, this really is what the world needs. A move of God. See, that's what the world needs right about now. Is a move of God. Because a lot of people don't think God even exists. A lot of people don't think God even cares. God is even involved. That's why they do stuff like this girl Sierra. Talk about her faith in God and go out and show herself butt naked. And the two images don't gel. They don't mix. See, and it's, I'm telling y'all, we getting into a time and a season where stuff is speeding up now. It's speeding up. It's coming back a lot faster. I mean, it's almost like as soon as you put that seed in the ground, bam, it's popping up. And see, and you got people that gonna get stuck in their behavior, gonna get stuck in their mindset. You got a lot of people right now saying one thing out in the open and doing something totally different. It's already here. It's done collapsed already. I don't know where you've been. You had a bank on the West Coast and a bank on the East Coast to collapse. Isn't that interesting? One on the West Coast first, one on the East Coast second. And everything in between is going to fall. Think about that, man. You had one collapse on the West Coast. You got one collapse on the East Coast. How can the middle support itself? How can the middle support itself? When you got a collapse on both ends of the country, the middle is going to suffer. And people don't see that. People don't want to believe that. And see, that's what they're showing you. And I mean, soon as the one on the West Coast collapsed, less than 48 hours later, the one on the East Coast done collapsed. What you think? As much money as you getting from America, what you think? And see, y'all got to realize, Nigeria, currency just collapsed. I told y'all when it happened in Nigeria, I said, man, y'all better keep an eye on that. Because that could be a test run right there to see how people going to act in Nigeria. And see, now they see on the West Coast and the East Coast how people going to act trying to get their money. And not to mention the fact that you got this thing right here that's controlled by the Chinese. Damn. You know, isn't that interesting? Chinese make these things, and they also got the app that controls it. Who is this? What is this? See, I got this guy just sent me, it's obviously not working out for you, OG. How you gonna survive without money? We all gotta work, whether it be for ourselves or someone else. We all would love to work for ourselves. But if it's not working, what we supposed to do? Starve? Hope it works out for you, OG. God bless. Well, it depends on your faith. It could depend on your faith. See, what's looking like a disaster today, God can make a success tomorrow. See, you're looking at it from your eyes. You ain't looking at it from God's eyes. And God telling me, don't worry about how I'm going to eat. And that's what God telling me. Don't worry about that. That ain't your issue. That's my issue. Let me worry about that. Leave that in my hands. And that's all I can do. Leave it in God's hands. So however God worked this out, then that's what I have to roll with. And the only thing that's required from me is trust and believe. If you see, you ain't gonna believe nothing that you think ain't gonna happen. Let me say that again. You ain't gonna believe nothing that you think ain't gonna happen. And that's why the Bible says all things are possible to him who believes. So when you believe in something, man, you think it's gonna happen. And you ain't got no evidence of it. That's why people call you crazy. Because you ain't got no evidence. See, you ain't supposed to be living in a hotel room talking about faith. See, you'll be surprised at the number of people that look at this as something bad. This experience, what's going on here? This experience right here, they look at it as something bad. And this could be a blessing. It is a blessing. Because my car could have caught me. A room caught me. My car could have been gone. Then, you know, a whole lot of other things could have happened. To make this unbearable. And that's why when you walk in your faith, man, when you walk in your integrity, it makes adversity bearable. It makes it bearable. You'd be surprised, man, how many people that are on medication right now because they can't bear the pressure. You know, they can't withstand the adversity that's upon them. I can't wait, man. Like I said, I got a young lady. She contacted me today. She's gonna email me some stuff, and we're gonna see. Well, cause you know, if she's the Olivia Pope of small business, I got my tours, I got my hop on, hop off shuttle, I got my dinnerware line, and I got my True Conductor brand. I got them 4 entities. All of those are different streams of income. All of them are different streams of income. And see, and this is what, man, instead of y'all running out here, jumping on every fad that's popular, you better figure out how you can grow your own money. See, that's the mistake a lot of people are making, man. They not coming up with some ideas to try to grow their own money. See, they take their money and try to make money off somebody else's idea. And you ain't gonna make as much if it was your idea. See, why don't you believe in you? Why don't you find a need that you can fill? That's all an idea is. It's filling a need. And we got a lot of needs out here, man. But most folk are scared. Most folk are afraid. All right? I gotta see what's wrong with my phone because the screen keeps trying to time out, and I don't know if what mode I got it in. So, man, I'm here. It was just too windy for me to be out today, and you know, when my intuition tell me something, even if it's wrong, I'm gonna follow it. Because if it's wrong, then I'm gonna learn what to listen to and what not to listen to. And when I got down there, man, I just saw a vision of that gust of wind snapping my side. And I said, I don't need to do that. This is just too dangerous, for you to be out here with your sign. Because now you trying to play your music and you got to hold on to the stick too. And the minute you take your hand off the stick to try to change, see something can take in, and bam, you got to deal with all of that. So it's not worth the hassle. So I said, well, let me come back and get on YouTube. And at first, this young lady had reached out to me on Instagram, and she said, I'd like to try to help you. I said, okay. And she said, all my services are free. I'm not charging you for this. I just want to see if I can help you. Man, you know if that girl blow me up? You know how everybody and their mama gonna be coming to her. See, this is what a lot of companies don't understand. Why they should be beating their door down, trying to get to me to be a sponsor because of the circumstances that I've gone through. Because I have been evicted and living at a hotel and still trying to get this message out. Can you imagine if somebody come along and say, hey, True Conductor, let us sponsor that message so you can get back on your feet. I can't tell my story unless I talk about them. See, my story can't be told unless I talk about the sponsor. Because the sponsor is the one that took me from rags to riches. So I can't ignore them. I got to tell their story wherever I go. And now I got a relationship. See, so I'm going to support the people that's supporting my sponsor. That's who I'm supporting. I'm going to support the people who supporting my sponsor. See, because my sponsor going to give me some stock too. See, I want to make that stock go up. That's how I make my money. I'll make my money on the stock. That's why I'm serious, man. I get a sponsor right now, I'll take half cash, half stock. And we can work terms out on the cash. Just give me enough sufficient down payment, upfront money, that I ain't got to struggle. And we can work and I'll show you what I can do. I'll show you what I can do. See, so you know, and and the country is, you know, in one of those. Oh, they love a comeback story. See, people like a comeback story. People like a underdog. You know, they like them kind of stories. And see, I'm an underdog. Look at the stuff I've gone through. Just trying to hold on to a business. You know, and finally, I met somebody that said, "Hey, man, let me help you. I think I can do something to help you. Let me try." And see, that's how you cut your teeth. A lot of y'all good at some stuff, but you don't want to give it away. See, to get anybody interested. You don't want to give it away to get nobody talking. Cause you good. You see, but if you good, help somebody so they can talk about you. Help somebody so they can talk about you. I mean, if this girl can get my brand, get my tours, get my dinnerware line, if she can help me manifest all of that, who you think I'm gonna talk about? Who you think I'm gonna talk about? And let me say this. This why you have to be careful. You know what? I'm gonna do another live on this right now. I'll be right back.